Now, on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. O'Connor and Company.
8:37 now on O'Connor and Company. 30 minutes from now, we'll hand it off to Chris Plant. But in the meantime, Mercedes and I still have quite a bit to take care of. Yes? Tom Roussey from Channel 7, WJLA, ABC 7 here in D.C., joins us now with, yes, we have Mr. Roussey. Oh, okay, good. Yes, let's do that. Tom, thanks for joining us. Good to talk with you about a new development with WMAL. Good morning.
That is right. Good morning, Larry and Mercedes. Yes, as of today, and actually I learned yesterday as of last weekend that they were quiet about it, now use your credit card or debit card directly to pay for Metro. So you no longer have to buy a Smart Trip card to ride the rail, and you no longer have to do that virtual Smart Trip card thing that you've had to do for years if you want to directly
and
pay for Metro. You can just take your credit card out of your wallet and tap it.
That does sound super convenient. Your phone's breaking up a little bit. Just I'm not sure if you can stay in one spot. Sometimes that happens.
He's in the
with
Metro, I think.
He could be on the Metro, exactly. So this will work for any credit card. You have to have the RFID chip, but most credit cards have that now, right? And it'll just, it tracks you going in and then will charge you the fare as you tap out?
Yeah, from what I understand, it's similar technology to what they use now with the Smart Trip cards. You know, the Smart Trip card knows where you went in, and then it charges you based on how far you went when you go out.
Yeah.
So it's same basic principle. You got to use the same card on the way in and the way out, and or the same phone payment system like Apple Pay or Google Pay.
So that's an interesting question because we were having this conversation. So like in New York, you can do use your smartphone to get in, right? Can you do the same in this case for the Metro?
You can. The big difference from New York is up there in the New York subway system, they only have you tap on the way in. So when you leave, you don't have to do anything except leave. Whereas Metro has always been, since they charge you based on the distance, you have to tap on the way out so they know how far you went. So, but just like now, if you have a Smart Trip card, you tap on the way in, you tap on the way out. It's the same thing. The big thing is you got to remember if you have multiple credit cards, credit card, debit card, you got to use the same one or else it won't work.
Oh, that's interesting. So if you get mugged on the train and the thief takes your credit card, you're kind of messed up then, right?
That would be bad, yes. So, however, if you were mugged and they took your Smart Trip card, you would be in bad shape, too. So
I guess that's true. And
basically,
by the way, for those
don't
of us,
get mugged on the Metro.
Don't get mugged. Maybe they should solve the crime problem. Tom, I was talking earlier. I want to say I probably got 10 to 15 Smart Trip cards that have varying levels of money on them. That, it always happens. It's like I'm in D.C., I forgot to grab the card on the way out the door. It's not in my wallet, so now, okay, I'll buy a new card. Those cards, will they still work? Is there a way to sort of turn in your Smart Trip cards and consolidate them into one, or maybe get the cash back?
You could consolidate them if you wanted. However, Metro says they're not going away. So definitely use the money on them. You don't have to get a new, you don't have to use credit card. It's just an extra option. And in fact, a lot of listeners who commute, federal government and or just their employer, they might have benefits on their Smart Trip card. And they say if you have that or if you have a senior Smart Trip card, keep using the card because you won't get the discount or the benefits of your credit card.
Yeah, and then you're gonna be able to use this in the Metro bus end of the year, which is, I think, that's very helpful as well. Correct?
Yes, Mercedes. They said hopefully by the end of the year they should have it up and running on bus and also for parking garages. And that raises another point. If you transfer between the two, you get a discount that's basically the fare for the bus. So they said you transfer, keep using Smart Trip card as well, or for now you won't get the discount.
Do we know how many people use the Metro system?
Recently, pre-pandemic, it was riders were making more than 600,000 trips a day. Recently, it hasn't reached that, but it's been getting a lot closer. Most days, it's on a weekday, it's maybe 400,000 to 500,000.
Okay.
Wow.
And I hate to raise this issue, but I've been tracking this in New York over the last couple of years since they've implemented it. This does potentially open up for I I seem like I'm so full of doom and gloom here, but there are crime issues in major cities. There are crime issues in D.C. And they, at the very beginning in New York, they had a problem with people, tracking right by the turnstiles. And as soon as somebody, put their phone out, someone would grab the phone and run, right? Or grab the credit card and run. So that's something that people should be very careful of here in Washington, I would think.
No question. Yeah. I mean, you got to definitely be careful as you're entering and exiting in D.C. And also I asked them about, what are you doing to protect people's credit card information with all these new credit card numbers you're going to be getting? And they said they have a process, where they get certified by banks, that sort of thing. And they had to go through the same process that they have to go through for the fare machines to begin with. But you do raise a great point, Larry. I mean, you got to really hold it tight as you use it, or else somebody could swipe it.
Oh, why did it take so long to modernize this type of system? Do we know? Was it a money thing?
They've been talking about it for years, but they actually said it wasn't, although it had its difficulties, it wasn't as hard as you might think, because they didn't really have to buy new equipment. They said that the system they had was already capable of this. It just wasn't, updated to do it. So they basically had to update it to do it. But the same, place where you would put your Smart Trip card in the past is where you put the credit card. So when they put that in, they put it in the expectation that someday they would do this, but they kind of dragged their feet on it for a while. Metro did, but now Randy Clark, the current GM, decided we need to do this, and so they did it. He announced it last September.
Convenience and efficiency has not necessarily been the top priority for Metro over the years, but hopefully they're changing that. Tom Roussey, ABC7. By the way, I saw your segment on this yesterday. The first time you tried it, it didn't work. Second time it did. They also, I don't know if you know this, but there was a close-up of your Visa card from PNC Bank that they showed on the show.
Ooh, that's not good, right?
And it shows your, well, not the number, but it does show your name as, I always thought you were a man of the people, Tom. It's like Tom Roussey, ABC7. Tom. But no. Little did I know, you're actually Thomas K. Rousey III. What are you, a monarch or something? What are you, an earl? What is that name?
Lord Thomas.
My dad and my grandfather both went by Ken. But yes, I am the third, named after my grandfather and my father.
I figured that out. Well, with the 3 at the end of the name, Tom. But so the K stands for Kenneth. That was going to be my final question. K is Kenneth.
Yes. And I don't go by Thomas, so I'm not a monarch. I'm just Tom.
Oh no, my friend. From now on, every appearance, it's
Lord
it's Thomas K. Rousey III, Esquire. I think that's how we will do it.
I love it.
You can call me whatever you want, Larry.
And he still rides the Metro. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. It is 8:44.